Good morning, I'm Joy and welcome to my channel. This is Yoga with Joy. I'm going to start the day today with a short morning stretch. So just a nice stretch out of the body, iron out any creases. See you soon.
Oh, radiant sun, pure consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see, illuminate my heart, awaken me.
So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. So you might want a blanket or a cushion or something to sit on, but it's perfectly fine not to. And start by gently bringing yourself into stillness. Noticing if you're still feeling sleepy from the night. Whether you're ready to wake up and embrace the day. And just take note of any areas of your body which are feeling maybe a bit stiff or in need of some stretching out. And hopefully we'll cover those areas in this practice. And just take a few deep breaths. So every inhale, there's a deepening into the whole of your torso as the air enters your lungs, and every exhale, there's a gentle lengthening of the breath. Notice how your posture slightly rises, and there's an elongation on the inhale, and a gentle softening of shoulders and face and arms, back of the neck on the exhale. And then gently open your eyes. Just have a look over your shoulder. So looking over to the left. Exhale, inhale forward. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale forward. So really gently and slowly moving the head to warm up your neck. So depending on how you slept, it will be different for you on different days, how it feels. And then bring the head back to center, and then dropping the head over to the left shoulder and relaxing the left shoulder down so the ear is away from the shoulder. And bring out your right arm. And then inhale back up and over to the other side. Again, you can bring out now the left arm and dropping the right shoulder. And inhaling back up. Lovely. So taking one neck roll either side. So gently inhale up and exhale the head down, and then the other way. Using the breath to very softly warm up the body for the day. So lifting up the shoulders and then rotating forward. Lovely, good. And then back. Fantastic. That's great. Okay. And we'll move over to the side. So exhaling, lifting up your right arm, the left hand goes down, and stretching out the side of the body. A couple of breaths here. And then bring yourself back out and over to the other side. Again, a couple of breaths. You can slowly just open up the chest a little bit. So you're moving the arm back a little bit, opens up the chest. And then bringing yourself up. Fantastic. Inhale, lift through the crown, and exhale over to the twist. So looking out over the left. Inhale through the crown of the head and exhale, gently softening into the twist. And a couple of breaths here. And gently inhale back to center. Inhale through the crown, or exhale back to center, sorry. Inhale through the crown and exhale yourself over to the other side. So lifting on the inhale and softening into the twist on the exhale. Taking a breath in and then exhale back. Wonderful, lovely. I'm going to release my blanket and bring the legs out. Let's just stretch them up for a moment first, and we'll just point and flex the legs because we've been sitting for a little while. And then bring the feet together and come into Baddha Konasana. So we'll do the wider version of this, so your heels are a bit further away from your hips. And then gently lifting up and exhale forward, stretching out your lower back, stretching out your inner thighs, stretching all around your hips. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, gently softening. So you'll just be coming as far down as you can. Remember, it's morning, so it will just take as long as it takes to stretch out muscles. So we don't want to force anything. We're just being as gentle, soft, easy as we can on our bodies, being kind to our bodies. And then bring yourself back up and opening up the legs. This is a wide leg stretch, so it's really in the inner thigh here now. So inhale, stretching up, and exhale, folding forward. So it might be that you're still up here, or you might be coming down further. Just see how it is, and it'll be different for everyone and be different on different days and different times of the day. So you're flexing your feet, giving yourself a bit more of a stretch, being mindful of not overstretching the muscles if the muscles are still cold. Haven't warmed up yet, won't actually be cold. So really softening into this lovely stretch, and then bring yourself back up, closing the legs and bringing the lower leg on the outside of your upper leg. So calves outside of thighs, and this is the hero pose. So I'll turn around this way so you can see a bit easier. Vajrasana. So lifting up, and you can stay here, or you can come back a little bit and stretch out the thighs, those quad muscles. And because it's the morning, it's unlikely you're going to want to come all the way down, or even properly all the way down like this. So please don't do that if it feels too much. And this is strong for everyone, people anyway, this posture. And if it's too much for you, you can just be kneeling now, or have a couple of blocks underneath your hips. Just feel into what's right for you this morning. And then gently bringing yourself up and moving forward and coming into cat. So your hands are below your shoulders and your knees are below your hips. I'm going to start with moving the body any way that feels comfortable and what your body wants to do this morning. So gentle moving, stretching out, lovely. And then start to move into the cat flexions and extensions. So you're inhaling up and then exhaling, lifting up the back towards the sky, lifting up pelvic floor, your tummy muscles. Inhale up, exhale, lovely. That's perfect. Inhaling up and then exhaling back to your heels. So you're coming back, bring your hips back onto your heels. And then you can gently move your hands over to the left hand side. So you're stretching out your right hand side. And then moving back to the centre. And walking the hands over to the right, stretching out the left. And back to centre. That's lovely. So inhaling up, take a breath, and then inhale up your right arm and thread it through. So you're coming in to thread the needle. Now placing your hand by your face, so the fingers can point towards your face. So your arm is at a right angle. And then if you wish to, you can stretch up your arm, hand towards the ceiling. And then if you want to, you can bring the hand and tuck it into your thigh. And then lift up again, stretching up towards the ceiling. And then hand back down and bring yourself back up. Lovely. Okay, so inhale, lifting up the left side, threading through. Bring the hand facing towards the face, so the fingers, arm at a right angle. Lift up the arm if you wish. So the fingers are pointing towards the ceiling. And then if you wish to, you can tuck the hand into the thigh, or of course you can just put it on the sacrum or something like that. Lifting up, hand towards the ceiling, and then back towards face. And then bring yourself back up. Lovely. Okay, stretch out your hands, turn your toes around, and then come into a hover. So you're really holding in your ab muscles here, lifting up pelvic floor, and then stretching back into half downward dog. So that means you've got bent legs. And then stretch up into an acute dog, so straight legs. Lifting the heels. And now bring the heels down onto the mat and start walking out the dog. Taking the dog for a walk. Stretch out the backs of your legs. Right down into your ankles. Feeling this lovely calf stretch. Encouraging the chest back towards your feet. So you're stretching your upper back as well. And then lifting up the right leg, opening up the hips, so you're stacking your hips on top of each other, and the heel is going back towards your hips. So you're pointing your knee, your right knee, towards the side of the room. And then bring through the right leg, lowering the left knee and stretching out the hip. Inhale forward, exhale, stretching out your hamstrings. Inhale forward, exhale. Inhaling and exhale back. Lovely. Great. One more time. Inhale forward. And then bringing the right knee back. So it's hip width with the left knee, turning the toes around and bringing yourself back up into downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg. And then opening up the hip so that knee is pointing towards the side of the room. The heel is going back towards the hips. And then bringing your left leg through, lowering the right knee. Inhale forward, stretching your hip. Exhale back. Lovely, deep, full breaths. Fantastic. Oh, yawns are invited, by the way, if you're feeling still yawny. Inhale forward, that's great. And then bringing the left knee, so it's hip width with the right knee, opening up the knees now towards the edge of the mat and then touching your toes together and gently folding forward so you're coming into anahatasana. So this is quite a strong upper back stretch. So your chest is going towards the mat, maybe it's on the mat, and maybe your chin is on the mat. Your fingers are wide and keeping you nice and stable. If your chin isn't on the mat, maybe your forehead is. See how that is. And only do this if it's comfortable. It's an amazing upper back bend. It's the heart chakra posture. Anahata. Melting heart pose. Deep, full breaths. And then gently bring yourself back up, bringing yourself to kneeling. That's quite a strong one for the morning sometimes. So gently roll forward, coming into a counter stretch. So the hands are coming off the knees. You're really rounding your shoulders. Deep breaths. And then inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, opening. And exhale. And then gently bring yourself into your comfortable seat. So either you're staying in kneeling or you're coming into cross-legged. And take a moment to see how you're feeling. Check in with yourself, how you are after that practice. Take a few deep breaths, expanding around the belly, rib cage, chest, whole of your torso. Exhale, softening all your shoulders and your arms and your neck and your face. And then bring the hands into the heart. Namaste, so the palms are together. Inhale and gently exhale. Namaste. And thank you for joining me in this morning practice. Have a wonderful day. And if you wish, you can subscribe to my channel, comment on this video, and if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up. Have a lovely Yeah, lovely day, and
Flaming
see you again
orb
soon.
of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see. Illuminate